as a heel, you dictate the pace of the match. And for me, that was a game changer. It's like I'm driving the bus here.
It's kind of interesting to me because I think a lot of guys learn how to work when they turn heel. Like David Von Erich, famously when he went down to Florida, came back a much better worker. You talked to all the guys who knew him when he came back, was much better than when he had gone down there. Steamboat obviously never turned heel, but was a great worker. I think he's the anomaly.
Yeah.
Was it the same for you when you turn heel? All of a sudden now you have this freedom to say basically whatever you want. Do you think that's what it was that helped you open up your personality to be able to cut the promo that you had in your mind, but you couldn't get out?
It certainly helped. And being a heel and having the luxury of wrestling house shows. TNA's house show scheduled at the time was still, pretty good. And when you're in the constraints of a television show, you got, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, you got to hit
Yeah.
time and all that. When you're having house show matches, you can go, hey, you got 15, 18, you can try stuff, you can take your time. And, as a heel, you dictate the pace of the match. And for me, that was a game changer. It's like I'm driving the bus here, okay? Like, we're gonna go at this pace. We're gonna bring them up, we're gonna bring them down, we're gonna level them out, then we're gonna bring them up again. It's certainly when you have control, it helps you with your confidence. At least it did with me. We're not all Kurt Angle, where you get every aspect of the business within a year. Like that doesn't happen. He's a one of one. So like, for me, it was like, like I said, the learning the moves that came quick. The when, why, where, and how, or the when, why, and where that came later. The promo that came later. The learning to work as a heel and dictate the pace that came later. So you put all these things together, and then you are a more complete wrestler. So certainly getting the reps in on house shows, being a heel, and again, we're working house show matches with like we're teaming against AJ Styles and Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe and like all these if you're not learning, you're not improving, then it's a you
Yeah.
problem.
And I love when guys say, Kurt was pretty good. No, he wasn't. He was the best on the planet. Out of 8.5 billion people, he was not. He was number one. That's not good. That's alien level.
Agreed. I
I mean, there's
agree.
nothing. Kurt is an anomaly. You can't use Kurt
Yeah.
as an example for anything.
There's nothing ordinary about
There's
Kurt
nothing
Angle.
ordinary about him. Yeah, he picked everything up quicker than everybody else. So Kurt he's not even fair to bring up.